I guess. I
Hey,
don't know.
man, that's what. Hey, listen, I haven't done media in a while, man. You do a book, and now they got me doing media requests.
It's insane. But I've been enjoying it. Congrats. But I'm wondering, like, in the bubble there was a snitch line, and I'm just wondering, like, what's the like? Is anybody from the team going to call the snitch line on you for anything that you're pulling back the curtain on from this, with this enterprise? And more seriously, for you, what's the line between kind of pulling back the curtain on things and the value in pulling back the curtain on what was obviously a very tumultuous year, and then things that stay in-house, maybe don't make the...
Well, I would say first thing first, when you deal with snitching, it's usually someone doing a crime of, inside information when you're trying to get for one. This is the basketball. This was an opportunity I didn't even seek. Amazon came to me with it, to be honest with you. So, and I just think it was a unique, rare experience in my life and life in general for us, where you had the riot, you basically, the riots when it came to the protests, when it came to coronavirus, Kobe's death, China. It was so much that went in, and who better to tell that story than myself, who was with it all, as close as my relationship is with LeBron and AD, to be a player in that bubble, to have my son in that bubble. I just think that's something that people are going to look back on. For me, once you listen to it, I hope everyone does. It's broad. I mean, I talk about my time with my son in there. That was a huge thing for me, of having, those 2 months with my son one-on-one. My wife wasn't even there to be able to, do for schoolwork, with him coming to practices, a father-son relationship. So for me, it's the fine line is this personal stuff that you think someone wouldn't want to say when it comes to a teammate. When it comes out of all this other stuff, like the President Obama quote, I think it's just good intake. I mean, people love this. I mean, we're entertainers, we're that, and so there's a line. Maybe sometimes I cross it. That's life.
Okay, Dave McMenamin, please.
Jared, got through the book yesterday. Good job and congrats.
Thank you.
The part about the Clippers, and I just wanted to see how you and the team use them this year. You said last year that, hey, Kawhi was coming off a championship, so he's defending the title. So if he wants to have a certain viewpoint, we're okay with that. Patrick Beverley, him talking is part of the way he feeds his family. That's kind of his brand in the NBA. But Paul George, you guys took exception. That's what you wrote in the book. Exception.
For sure. No, when it comes to this, for one, trash talking and talking is a part of basketball. Anyone can do it. Paul George, Kawhi, this. Sometimes you might say this person is allowed to talk more than that person, but what it comes down to is players look for motivation. We look for this thing. The Lakers, I play on the Clippers, so I know the difference of how we perceive them, they perceive us, the rivalry, the inside, the Lakers getting all the media attention, Clippers don't. And at this time, this is when Kawhi could have came to the Lakers. And he chose the Clippers and had his thing and does the commercial with the crown. So right there, that's true. With him not saying anything, that's already a shot right there. The new Kings of LA, which is fun, which I actually like in basketball when it comes to certain stuff of adding to the rivalry. Pat Bev does it. There's nothing wrong with Paul George says. It's just, listen, I mean, we're them, it's their city, their team. It's a little bit different. Ron's been here.
If I could follow up.
Yeah.
Because you guys are playing the team that beat them in the Western Conference Finals tomorrow. How do you view the Clippers this year?
I think that you can tell they have a sense of focus, a sense of determination. Paul George and Kawhi are playing at high levels. And I just think that they have a chance. I mean, listen, the Clippers, if you had asked me who we were going to play, I thought we were going to play the Clippers to go to the finals. I expected them to be there. I expect them to be there this year. They have the talent. They have the all-star. They have great coaching and stuff like that. And I think it's all part of basketball. I think the league needs it. The league needs us to play the Clippers. I think the league needs us to play Brooklyn. And I'm all for you guys doing your job and having the stars play each other. So we view them highly. And so we all look for motivation. And for when it comes to certain people, they say there's a reason why Braun and AD don't say anything when it comes to other teams and what they're going to do. They just go out there and do it. That's their personality. I like to talk. Pat Bev likes to talk. People have their own different personalities, and you take certain things and you put it in the back and you remember what people said.
Thanks.
Okay, Kyle Goon, please.
Hey, Jared. A long time no see. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, missing the open locker rooms this season. I actually have a non-book question. The last two games, the rotations who pride himself in trying to kind of keep the locker room together and keep guys with their heads on straight to kind of talk to those vets about getting DMPs the last two games.
I mean, listen, they're pros, so they know. I mean, we definitely have had conversations. We've talked that. I mean, Taylor Thornton Tucker's earned it. Let's just be honest. We all see it when his play out there, his driving ability, defensively what he's done. The only thing that was in retro holding him back was his age, right? Was his experience. It's something that you can only get better through playing. I think that Wes and Markieff, and I'm not just saying that, we're going to need them to win a championship. We're going to need them when it's times to guard Kevin Durant, Kawhi. Wes has to play. There's going to be times when with size, and as you saw with Keith, when it was small ball, we played Houston and we played Miami. He was crucial. He shot 40% in the playoffs and we won the championship. So for this, we got to stay ready. Once my calf gets better, they were just playing pickup. Like, I'll be in the games with them, like simulating games of, hey, keeping them sharp, staying letters, when it comes to back-to-backs, when it comes to COVID, when it comes to other people not playing well, hey, we need to get Keith in. If it's a guy, we're holding a guy back at a game so Keith can play 20 minutes. Man, it's 72 games. We play every other day. They've been professional. They've handled it the right way. You expect nothing less. That's how it should be on a championship team.
And as a quick follow-up, how is your calf, and when do you expect to come back?
I've had a couple minor setbacks. It's called old age at 35, where I've played a little 3-on-3, 4-on-4, felt good, did some sprints afterwards, tightened up a little bit. Today I came in pain-free. So if you want to give you a date, I don't really do dates, but I would say, man, maybe a week. I'm trying to, now I'm trying to go slow